Hi guys, I'm here and I'm back for another video, and this is gonna be a different kind of video. I'm not showing a haul or like photo card storing in this video. So I'm gonna be showing you guys what sleeves I use for the postcards that I have in my collection. So I guess not really just postcards, just like overall like stuff that are bigger than what fits the 9 pocket pages or like the 4 pocket pages if you're an A5 binder user. So yeah, I have like a bunch of sleeves here. So yeah, here these are arranged by I guess what I use them for. So these three are for 2 pocket pages. This one is for 3 pocket pages. For the photo 3 pocket. This is for the 4 pocket page. These are for the 4 pocket bookmark or like the horizontal one. And then this one is for the 8 pocket pages. So as you can see, we have like a few brands present here. So we have Sleeve Kings, the trusty Ultra Pro, then we have Sultan Supply. So Sleeve Kings, I think is better when it comes to like postcards, just because they offer a lot of like different sizes. So you get to have options when it comes to like choosing what fits best for your collection. Ultra Pro, they don't really make bigger sleeves, I guess, but this one I've been using this for like my ML48 and my AKB48 photo cards. So those are like 3.5 by 5 or like 3R photo size, and they fit a lot of like the 4 pocket pages. I mean, they for 4 pocket pages they fit perfectly, especially for the Ultra Pro brand 4 pocket pages. So for this one, I use this mostly for the bookmarks, and then this one, you have it's bigger than the 8 pocket pages, so you have to like cut like a few millimeters of it. But after that, after like cutting it, it fits perfectly, and it just doesn't like doesn't let the card in the pocket move, which is like a problem if you have like a photo card in the 8 pocket page and you're using like a standard size sleeve. I'll be doing the 2 pocket pages first and then move on until the 8 pocket, and then for the end of the video I'll be showing you how I make some custom sleeves, or like not sleeves, custom pages for some postcards which are a bit bigger than what we have for like I mean a bit bigger for the 2 pocket pages. So for the 2 pocket pages I used 3 sleeves. So we have the 6XL sleeve or the Medara compatible 7XL and 5XL. So I mean technically this should be like this, and I'm doing it by height. So yeah, these 3 have like different uses. And just like right off the bat, if you are only like if you don't have as much postcards, if you're only like if you only want to buy one of these, I would suggest buying the 7XL ones just because they fit the page perfectly. So as seen in this example, so yeah, this is the 7XL after it has been cut from 195 millimeters length to 180, just because these pages fit 180. Yeah, so these pages are like 180 millimeters, and of course like the BCW 2 pocket page is gonna be a bit bigger. So I think 180 is still like a good size for that one as well. So yeah, so I recommend them just because they fit the height of the 2 pocket page really well compared to these 2. So yeah, I guess I'll be showing, like, now that this is out of the way, since I showed my example for this one, the Medara compatible 6XL one, it's suitable for like the smaller postcards. So for those postcards we'll just like, I don't know, a bit bigger for the 3 pocket page. So like the SM Art Exhibition ones, I think I mostly use it for the SM Art Exhibition, and also the older EXO postcards, like the winter special postcard, I think it was for life, and then the don't mess up my tempo postcard. Yeah, so this one is good just because you don't have to cut it anymore. Like it fits it perfectly. Like the postcards, like you have like such a little wiggle room for like the length, and I don't know, I just like it like that. And it's also like a bit taller, so it's better for like just like not long postcards. What is like, I guess the con for me is that it doesn't fill up the whole page, so it kind of looks weird. But I had like 110 sleeves and I'm just like down to this, so I've used this a lot just because I got lazy and I didn't just want to cut stuff for the postcards. So yeah. Moving on to the next one, which is this one. So the 5XL ones. This one fits a lot of like the postcards perfectly, just because the 120 width is perfect for like the EXO postcards, like the newer ones, the Don't Fight the Feeling ones. This is the 5XL one, and you can see how like perfect fit that is, and you just have to like cut it to 180 millimeters. This one, I guess another like way to like use it is for like jacket cards are notorious for like talking weird in like 2 pocket pages since they're square and like there's a lot of like space. So what I did was put a white filler inside the sleeve so that it'll like fill out the page more. Yeah, and as you can see there, yeah, I use it for back to back, and it's holding up well. And then for this one, yeah, as I said earlier, it fits the pages perfectly, and they even like since they're a bit longer, they fit some like postcards really well, like the 17 karat ones. Like this one I didn't even have to cut since the 1 pocket page is enough. I mean it's big enough to like house the entire sleeve. So yeah, that is great. So if you ever want to like protect your postcards, this is the way to go for me. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a live cutting because I just want to like do that, and just to show what I use for the cutting, just in case you're curious. So for this one, we're not gonna cut it, so let's set it aside. But for these two, I'm using this one, which is just like a cutter from Daiso. I bought this like a few years ago, and it's still like working. I haven't changed the blade ever since, although I really should, just because for like paper, like cardstock, it's getting really blunt, but for like plastic it works well. So let's get one sleeve each, just to like show how I cut it and how like it works. I mean, you can use a scissor, but I don't trust myself to like cut like a straight line using a scissor, so it's like way easier if you have like one of these. So yeah, these two sleeves are like, as you can see, like if it's like side by side, they're a bit different from each other, but they're both sleeves and they're both gonna be cut. Like at the start of this, like when I first bought this, I was like really afraid to cut it just because I didn't want to like ruin the sleeve, but I just got comfortable with like cutting them. So yeah, like I fucked up some sleeves and cut like the sealed part, so make sure that you're cutting in like the opening. So for this one, since I have to like measure it to 180, what I do is of course use a ruler and just like measure it and make sure that the sleeve and the ruler are gonna be in 180. Like you can have like a little wiggle room, but you have to be a bit precise. So yeah, just like push it flush to the thing just so it'll be straight, and just cut it. That easy. So yeah, now you have this useless thing. I guess it's not really useless. You can use it for like like binding stuff, I guess. I'm not sure, like go wild with your imagination. And since this is the 7XL one, no 5XL one, this will fit in these postcards. So I think, did I make it a bit bigger? We're gonna have to like test this. If it fits. Imagine if like the one that I cut off like on camera is the one that's like not working for the page. But yeah, you can make mistakes. Like it's easier to like fix these anyway. So yeah, I fucked up, so now I'm gonna cut it. Like for these ones, since like they just like they barely can fit, Just using the lines in this one for the inches, just because they're more spaced. I just use it. Just make sure that you like hold the sleeve in place, just so it won't move, since you don't have a lot of like resistance from this side. So yeah. Now let's try it. I think this might be smaller than the other one, but you know, it's your sleeve. You can like, you know, no one's gonna like bother you anyway. Like you know, a few millimeters or a few inches like off. Yeah, it fits. Looks really nice. So let's move on to the other sleeve, which is this one, right? Just because this was the original one that I used. So for this one, yeah, same thing. Find the opening. Make sure you're cutting from that point. So now, since I used this, yeah, I'm gonna put it. Since I put like the 180 on this side, and it didn't like fit, I'm gonna put the 180 line on this side now, so that maybe it'll work. Maybe I'm not like a phony. So 1, 2, 3. Then let's try and fit the SHINee postcard here. The SHINee postcards are like huge, so I mean they're not as huge as like the Atlantis ones, but you know. Do they not fit? Like, am I a clown? They don't fit. So maybe not 180. Maybe not 180. I guess like 178. But yeah, oh yeah, I fucked up because like the page is like 180, so I have to like make sure that I got smaller than that so that it'll fit. So yeah, lesson learned. I don't know how like I did this before, to be honest. But yeah, now it fits. Oh, I think I did it like I put the card in the sleeve and then cut it. But that's like really dangerous for like postcards, so don't do that. Yeah, that's why I can't remember the measurement, because I didn't measure it. So yeah, it fits well. It's really nice, and you know, it protects your cards, your postcards. So let's just use the old sleeve back. This is it, right? So yeah, for this one, since it fits most postcards, I would really recommend using the 7XL ones. And it's like 110 per pack, and it's like not expensive. So, you know, what more can you ask for? It's not like as expensive as like an Ultra Pro pack of like 100 or like 50. So yeah. Then next up is the 3-pocket pages one. The 3-pocket one. So there's only like one for it, and it's perfect. You don't have to cut any, or like you don't have to like do anything for it to fit. So this is the XXL super large card sleeves, 101.5 by 153 millimeters. How do you pronounce that? 153 mm. But yeah, I have like different examples for these. So the standard 4x6 postcard, and then we have this one, which is a standee, and it doesn't completely sleeve it, but I think this is like 4 inches. Like the width is 4 inches. Yeah, so it fit really well, so I just used it. And then for this one is like an odd-sized one, like odd-sized random inclusion. But since it fits as long as it fits the 3-pocket page, this thing will fit. So it's 101.5 by 153 millimeters. And yeah, this is actually my second pack just because I use it a lot. And then next up, this 3-pocket. So for this one, I use Misc. This one I effed up. I think 70 by 120 millimeters. I have another like version of this. So there are like 2 different things, but they have like the same size. The thing is, the Mayday Games sleeves aren't thick enough. Like they're like pretty much like penny sleeves. These ones I got for free, and they're like the same width, so they work well when you like combine the two sleeves to protect the stuff that can fit the 3-pocket horizontal pages. Or yeah, so yeah, but this is an option. I bought this by accident since I didn't think that they were like the same size. So yeah, but this one is really thick. The Sultan ones are actually really thick. They're really good quality and they're reach. But they only come in like, you know, packs of 50s, but I guess that's fine. But yeah, this one is like really thick compared to this one, which is very flimsy. I don't know if you can like see that, but yeah. If you want to go for quality, go for Sultan instead of like the Mayday sleeves. But yeah, for this one, I'm not gonna be showing any like, you know, like cutting or something, just because I thought it would fit like the 6-pocket page, the bookmark size, but it doesn't. So yeah. Next up, yeah, this penny sleeve I just got for free and just, you know, used it. So next up is for the 4-pocket pages. So for the 4-pocket pages, we have this one, which is a BCW1, and I use these Ultra Pro oversized gaming card sleeves, and they come in packs of 40. They're 89mm by 127mm, and they fit these things perfectly. Like as you can see, like the cards, especially like the SNSD tour cards. Like, what more can you ask for when it comes to like protection? But yeah, they fit other inclusions such as the randomly sized inclusions for 17 semicolon, and like other things that can fit, like anything that can fit in the 4-pocket page that don't like, you know, use up all of the space. Yeah, they fit perfectly well. So as long as it's like 3R or like 3.5 by 5 size, it's gonna fit there. So yeah, I'm actually running out of this, but yeah, the other uses for this one is another like 4-pocket thing, which is this one. So the SM Town Polaroids. So Joy had them, and then NCT Dream had them as well. I'm not sure if the sticker Pure the Benefit Polaroids fit, but if they're the same size as this, they're gonna fit. So yeah, the Season's Greetings photo packs as well for SM Entertainment, they fit here, like the Polaroids. So yeah. Next up is another like 4-pocket page, but these are the bookmarks. So what I used to do was use the Mayday sleeves and like the penny sleeve from Ultra Pro, but the thing that annoys me the most is when you put it like this. Like, this page is so dirty. Like aside from this page being dirty, it sticks out. And I tried like using like other like normal sleeves for it, but doesn't like work well. So what I did was got 2 sleeves. So I got this Space Alert Small compatible card sleeves. This is the 60 by 102mm from Sleeve Kings, and then this Amethyst one, which is 56 by 87mm from Sultan Supply. And I know, like, you know, putting 2 different brands, it's just sacrilegious, but yeah, you know, it works well, I promise. Since this one is I think the Amethyst one is fitted for the A5 binders, so they're a bit like thinner compared to the other 9-pocket sleeves, but they fit these things well. Where's the opening? So yeah, I always put the bigger, like the longer sleeve on top, and then this one on the bottom, just because it's gonna be consumed by the bigger sleeve. Yeah, so yeah, it provides protection for the bookmark or like the photo strip. So yeah, same with the Wendy one. Let's make another example. So yeah, I mean you can cut these, but I think that's just like way too much of a hassle since they fit the page anyway. So why not just like, you know, let it overlap. Yeah. And plus they're like good sleeves. And like it makes sure that your bookmarks are protected. Like, you know, like the size difference between the sleeves is gonna be a bother for like some people, but if you really want to like protect your cards, like you have to like look away from like these things, I guess. But yeah, for this one, the Sultan sleeves, the amethyst one, you can also use it as like an inner sleeve for the 9 pocket page cards. But for me, I don't like how it's like visibly smaller than the main sleeve, or like main like the deck protector. So yeah, I wouldn't be using this. I would still prefer to use the Profit ones, although the Ultra Pro Profit sleeves are a bit more expensive. So this is something that I'm putting in a few days after filming the main video. So I actually forgot about this. So I forgot to add the 6 pocket page sleeves. So 6 pocket pages are kind of hard to find perfect sleeves for, just because they're a bit too tall for like the sleeves that are available. So you have to use 2 different sleeves for it. So the sleeves that I use are these two, which are the Sleeve Kings, some Space Alert small compatible card sleeves. These are 60 by 102 millimeters, and then the Sultan Supply Onyx type, which are 63.5 by 88 millimeters. But for this one, you can use any sleeves that fit the 9 pocket page. So you can go with like Ultra Pro or like Dragon Shield or any other sleeves, just because this one is the same size as the 9 pocket sleeves. Like, does that make sense? So these 6 pocket sleeves, since they're by 3s, they are the same size as the 9 pocket sleeves. So just the length or how tall the sleeves are is just the difference between the two. So for this one, the thing that I'm going to be using as an example are the 17 bookmarks. So these ones, like some of these got like damaged a bit. I think the Escopes one became yellowish after some time. I think this part, just because they weren't protected, and I actually hated myself for that. Like I didn't really check these for like a long time, and when I finally did, yeah, that's what happened. So what you're gonna do for these sleeves are you're gonna layer the Space Alert ones first, and then the Onyx ones after, since these are thicker. So yeah, let's put them on the bottom, then put these on the top, and they're gonna fit the 6 pocket page perfectly. So let's move these. So yeah, so I can't promise that this is gonna work for everything, since things like, for example, the red velvet receipts from the Finale scrapbook album, it's not gonna fit. But if you're just gonna use like the Ultra Pro standard size sleeve, or like I think maybe the Onyx fits as well, you're only gonna be able to cover the top of it, just because the bottom one, or like these sleeves won't fit those. I'm just gonna continue sleeving all of these. So yeah, that is the finished product, I guess. So as you can see, these cards fit the 6 pocket page perfectly with the sleeves. So even if you like shake it, it's not gonna move. Obviously, like if you shake it like this, like even like this, it barely moves. So it's gonna be protecting the bookmarks more. This is an 8 pocket. I'm gonna be transferring these New East cards to an 8 pocket. So basically, anything that fits the 8 pocket, you can use this one, which is the Zircon Sultan Supply Premium Card Sleeves. This is 65 by 100 millimeters. Although I did cut it so that it'll fit the 8 pocket page, just cause I think I still have like some of these like not cut. They're like really tiny bit tall, or like long for the page. This is it, and then this is the cut one. So I just like, you know, a few millimeters. I don't know if you can even like see it, but yeah, it's just like a small thing that, you know, makes a big difference. Like this one fits perfectly, and this one won't. It fits. Wait, am I like using a different thing? Did I cut this all already? I'm not really sure. Because I remember like this not fitting. Oh yeah, like these. I guess this is just like a bigger one, but yeah, this one it curves so it doesn't fit perfectly. You just like have to cut it like ever so slightly. And like I just have to like double check. So yeah, since it doesn't like fit perfectly, and to like avoid warping for your card, just have to like cut it. And for me, I just use like the nearest line, since it's barely gonna cut anything. Just make sure to like hold it, since you know there's nothing. And, like you can't even get the thing here. So yeah, you're cutting this much from the sleeve, and it works wonders. So yeah, the reason why I'm like taking this out of the 6 pocket is because there's too much space in here, and I don't like that. Whereas for this one, and plus like the sleeves for this kind of page is hard to find, the ones that are long. For this one, it fits well, and like 1, 2, like Amida, then drive. Yeah, like this fits like a glove. Right? Looks better, in my opinion, like that. Looks better here. And let's just get Beko as like a way to like check if this was an actual, this was a cut one. Yeah, that's crooked, but it fits. And like for these things, you can obviously like choose like different layouts and stuff. But yeah, the main point of this thing is that these things would work well with your horizontal cards. Like even for like the top pockets, they fit perfectly. Like nothing, there's like no overhang. So I really like it. And like I think a few like photo card sorting videos back, I was complaining how like there wasn't any sleeve for it. I mean, there still isn't any sleeve for this kind of page, but you know, just like a few cuts and you know work. So you can see how like this looks better than like this on a 6 pocket, since these aren't even really that tall for it. It's just gonna work well. So if you have like some cards that are bigger than the 9 pocket ones and like fit the 8 pocket pages, this is like perfect for you. So yeah, that is it for the sleeves. Now I'm going to be showing you how I make custom sleeves or like custom pages for my bigger postcards. So I have like some of these like postcards which are really big. So I have these this accordion thing for Suho, the Atlantis postcards, and then the accordion thing for Nuis the table. So what I did was I made custom sleeves. So yeah, I used to have like this style for all of these, but then it'll just like move around the page, and I didn't like that. So instead I cut it so just so there's like I think a 6-inch space Yeah, around a little bigger than 6-inch space in the middle, and then like 2-inch spaces here. So what I did was I took a 1 pocket page from Ultra Pro. This is I think the 8.5 by 11 page. Let's remove this just to like clean up some space. I have like this, just like white cardboard, or like anything that would protect the other side of the page, just because you're gonna be like cutting it, and I'm gonna be using my handy and ever so like trustworthy cutter. Yeah. So for this one, I just go for like the 2-inch. Was it 2-inch? Or no? I used like 6 millimeters, and they fit like perfectly well. Right, 6 millimeters. Right? Let me just double check. Yeah, around 6 millimeters. Then just don't like press on too hard. Just like make sure that it can cut the plastic but not cut through the paper. So yeah, I know it's like physically hurts for some people, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. And then do the same for the other side. I'm sorry, like my pages are so dirty. Yeah, these are like really old pages. Since I don't really have a lot of use for like the 1 pocket pages that much, aside from like the cover for like collection. So since I found a way to like use them, yeah, I'm really happy. So just do the same thing. And this one, for this one, since there's like the binding here, I use the inner one to like use the paper actually. To like measure it. See, I pressed too hard on that one, so you can feel the thing on the other side. Well, it's not really, but you know, the cardboard or the cardstock got cut. So yeah, so now what are you gonna do after this step? So for this one, you're gonna need like a sealer. So luckily, my mom has one for her business, and it's kind of like dirty, but you just use whatever you can. I have this vacuum sealer. It's a generic one, branded, but you can use a branded one, of course. Just like remove the tray for like the vacuum part, since I don't need that, and I make sure that I have like a washi tape with me, just so I can like hold the page in place. Just because I don't want to use like tape, like actual like scotch tape or like adhesive tape. I mean, yeah, just because I don't want it to like stick to the page and leave like residue. So I just like make sure to like find where it actually binds. So where it actually binds is this the black part and this thing, and I make sure that it's a bit lower than that for this one. You gotta eyeball this, to be honest. Why it's lower is because you're sealing the top part and making sure that this pouch or like the opening is free, so you can put your card there. So I have to like make sure that I'm doing this well. I've never done this sideways. If I fuck up, rip this page. Let's just hope and pray that it works. We're gonna like seal this off, then seal only. Wait for it to stop blinking, and then I hope I didn't fuck up. Slowly peel it off. Oh no, I feel like I fucked up. Or not really. Oh no, I didn't. So yeah, now this part is sealed off. And like this part is still open. Yeah, and then for this one, since you can't really do it like this, oh no, um, I'm gonna be doing it like the other way around. So for this one, instead of like putting the opening here, you're gonna be putting it on the side. For this one, you can be more on the line just because you are gonna be like sealing this side anyway, so it's fine. Or like if you don't care about like the wasted space, then you can just like, you know, not cut this and like just bind it off. I think this is okay. I hope that's gonna be okay. Moment of truth. Did I fuck up the page? I didn't, I think. I didn't. Oh my god. Dash short. Yeah. Now, like of course like these fillers won't fit anymore, but you know, just like trim them off and it's gonna work. Like, of course you can like clean the page and all, but you know, in the meantime it fits. It's really nice. Like I don't have a sleeve for these cards since they're way too tall. But yeah, it fits. And I'd like to thank this vacuum sealer. It's not sponsored, but you know, if like one company wants to like send me a vacuum sealer or like the pages or like the sleeves, I'm all for it. So yeah, for this one, I'm just gonna be cutting it to like 2 inches, just cause I found out that these are like, you know, around like 2 inches. So yeah. I always like maintain like the one that has like the better cut. So yeah, that is the page. So this is like the only custom page that I've done that I can like use for like different things, like as I have shown earlier, for SHINee and for Misc. Basically like for bigger stuff. I think the Super M postcards are this big as well. So yeah, if they're a bit big, then they're gonna fit. And I like it just because it gives like a sense of like uniformity when it comes to these things. Although of course since it's handmade, it's not gonna be as like, you know, all like perfect all the time. So yeah, but I think that's what makes it more like that's what makes my collection more me, just because I made this page and I'm really proud of it. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you guys learned something new. If I didn't like explain stuff properly, let me know in the comments and I can like try and explain it better. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye guys.